Welcome back. I'm now going to talk about the next 7 tools in woodworking. So the first one we're going to start with is wood chisel. Wood chisel is used for one thing in my shop, to chip small pieces of wood. If you don't understand that, you will see me demonstrate it in another video in a week or two. And they're very sharp. It's a very sharp edge. And they're considered the most dangerous hand tool in a wood shop. We're not talking about machines or stuff, but just hand tools. Chisel's very dangerous because it's sharp and it's misused a lot. Okay, so when I demonstrate it in a future video, please pay attention. So, wood chisel used to chip small pieces of wood. Next tool is our tape measure. Okay, tape measures, one of the most common woodworking tool, and it's not a toy. It is a tool, so I expect you to treat them like that. And it's used to measure, but specifically, it's used to measure the width, the length, the thickness. Okay? You can measure the width of a board, the length of a board, the thickness of a board. Okay? Or the distance between two objects. Okay? So, tape measure, very important tool. Alright, next tool on the list is countersink. Countersink is going to be hard to see, so I'll bring it up here, but it's this tool. What this is used for is to countersink a hole to fit a screw. If you look at the head of a screw, and I'll bring this screw up to the camera too, you can see that that screw head is beveled at an angle. So when we put a screw into a piece of wood, we want the wood to match that. So you use a countersink. Okay? So we can use a countersink in a cordless drill. Put it into this drill right here. Tighten it up. And we can take this hole that I drilled earlier with the twist drill bit, the small hole there, and put this on here. And you just drill it a little bit. See if this, you can see this in the camera. Put that little bevel on there so that we could put a screw in here, and that screw is flush with the surface. Gives a better look in woodworking. Okay? So, countersink. Countersink is used to bevel the hole that you drill to put a screw in, and that's countersink. Okay? Next tool is the nail set. This is a nail set. Again, hard to see. I will bring it up to the video here. Nail set. This is used to set a nail below the wood surface. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is, here's that nail that we drove in when I talked about the finish hammer. Let's set it. So you take your finish hammer and put the nail set on top, and you punch it down or set it down to the wood. So why do we do that? Why do we want to set wood below, or the nails below the wood? Well, we set them below because we don't want to see these nails in our projects. We'll then take putty, okay, and putty comes in a can, and it's a filler, and we'll fill that putty in the hole. Then once it dries, we sand it, and it looks more like the wood, so you don't see those nails on your projects. So, in order to get a nail that's been driven in by hand below the wood surface, we use a nail set to set that below. All right. These next two, I'm sure you guys have seen and know about. Screwdrivers. In particular, the tip of this screwdriver is flathead, slotted or standard. Okay? So what are these used for? These are used to put in and take out flathead or slotted standard screws. Can also be used to make adjustments on stuff for some equipment and stuff, but mainly take screws in and out, flathead screws or slotted screws. And I'm sure you guys know what that is. If not, that'll be another video. Okay. The next one, this screwdriver. What kind of screwdriver is this? If I bring it up a little closer, see the tip of it. This is called a Phillips screwdriver. So a Phillips screwdriver is used to put screws in and take screws out. Phillips screws. Phillips screws are like this screw, and I can show you this because I have it here. the head of this screw, you can see, looks like a cross, matches up with a Phillips screwdriver. So you can use the Phillips screws with the Phillips screwdriver. Now, we also use the cordless drills for putting screws in. So these are the bits. This is a Phillips one. It's magnetic. So if I come down here, holds the screw, put that into your cordless drill, and you can put screws in and take screws out with the cordless drill also. So you do have the Phillips bit, put back where it belongs. We always put our tools back where they belong. The Phillips bit and the Phillips screwdriver for putting screws in and out. Now, we have other types of screws here. We have square head drive. Our face frame machine, which you'll learn about later in another video, it uses square drive screws. So the bit that we use to put those screws in have a square drive. There's others, there's Torx, and a few others, but those are the main ones we use. So that's the screwdrivers. Okay? Next tool is this one. This is called a back saw. A back saw we use in woodworking when we're cutting small blocks, similar to this. The teeth on a back saw, you can cut across the grain, you can cut with the grain, doesn't really matter, but it's for cutting small blocks. You can't cut across a large piece because the top of the back saw is reinforced. Bring it up here, you should see that it's reinforced and it's thicker than what it's cutting, so it won't fit in the slot. So this is good handy tools for woodworking, cutting small blocks, doing things like that. And you will see me demonstrate this among other tools we've talked about at a future date. So that is the next 7 tools. And I will have another video with the last 7. So, newbie out.